Big old news around the block. Apple finds themselves lacking in the TV and film department. Amazon is looking to buy a few big outlets because they want to expand their portfolio. But so isn't Universal. And now we get back to Apple because once again, the rumors and big sites are reporting that they got their sights set on Sony. Which of course you know what this means, so let's get into the details on what this realistically could mean in the next year or two. And as always, before we get into this, thank you guys for watching. If you would like more content, such as discussions, TMNT content, and video game podcasts, we do have them for members down below. Alright, so what's happening now? Sony said, yeah, we're not selling. We're not interested in selling. Again, they have to say this. It's PR talk. You guys should be used to this right now. Fox said they weren't selling 3 weeks before they agreed to sell. Right? It's PR talk. You don't want your numbers to fall down, because that's what would happen if they announced they were selling. There'd be a whole lot of problems. So brand new reports are saying that certain things are happening behind the scenes at Apple. Apple is entering the market with streaming, but they're not really ready to compete. They're going to be losing a lot of stuff that's on iTunes. Because obviously Disney's not going to want to put Disney properties on Apple TV when they could get you to subscribe to Disney Plus. Same thing with Universal. Same thing with Warner Brothers. So they're finding themselves in a position where within 3 years, once contracts and licenses are up, they're going to be lacking serious amounts of content. At the same time, Amazon finds themselves in the same place. So they're looking at purchasing other outlets as well. This brings us all the way around to Sony. Sony's not doing too good. Just look at their franchises. They haven't really been a success outside of Spider-Man, thanks MCU, Venom, thanks China, and Jumanji, thanks everyone. Right? What else do they have? Ghostbusters? Yeah, so it could go either way. Now they're saying Apple is really interested in trying to complete a deal and acquire Sony. Apple, if they were to buy Sony, it would literally be such a small purchase. It would be like if somebody gave you $100 and you bought a penny candy. That's the actual equivalent of how much Apple makes per year as opposed to how much Sony is actually worth in the film division. So now they're saying that the talks are going on and that Spider-Man is kind of stuck in limbo right now. And that it could take a little bit of time, but Sony's going to keep doing what they do, and Apple is seeking to buy something while also rivaling Amazon. And I think right now is an interesting time. As we've said on this podcast and this channel before, 5 years is realistically what you're looking for Sony's future. They can't maintain a presence in a market that they don't have a competitive edge on. And right now, I'm willing to believe something is going to happen. You're going to start hearing more and more reports because something has to happen. Sony cannot survive. Warner Brothers was having trouble surviving at once. So you're looking for them to make these joint ventures and make things like the CW possible because it's extra content with partners. Sony doesn't have that luxury. They can't compete realistically, so that's why this is happening. And realistically, right now, Apple is probably the front runner unless Amazon is really going to try to outbid them and sweep in and try to get them. But either way, Spider-Man will be back home. That's the end result.